All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today, this morning, this afternoon, this morning, whatever. But appreciate it. So, this will probably be the last live stream for this week. I am stuck at work again. I have been. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Last week I wasn't feeling it, and this week I'm sort of not feeling it, but I said let me do one live stream, get it out of the way, and next week I should be back on track. Maria, Pimpin, Flown Grown, thank you to 5x5, Master Blaster, Prep to Adapt, Eric, Wallace, Kathy, Ohio, Vegan, Scott, thank you for the 5x5, appreciate it, guys. Valley, Winter Homestead, Chanel, thank you for 5x5. So, thank you, guys, appreciate it. And Props, thank you for the 5x5. I think I'm on Rumble. Let me check Rumble real quick. But yeah, I just been in a shitty mood for the last couple of days or week or so. And then it doesn't help that I've been at work all week and I'm tired all the time now. So the only thing I could squeeze out is a workout, and that's it. Okay, yeah, we're live. And Maria, thank you for the 5x5 on Rumble. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So today we're going to start with the obvious storm or flash flooding that happened in Texas that wind up killing, as of right now, 110. That was as of maybe 5-6 hours ago. And obviously the number is going to keep going up the more bodies they find. It looks like it's going to head over 200 bodies. So that's not good. That flash flooding, there's a lot of theories behind it. At least the theories are growing on the internet. I wouldn't say that there's a lot of theories, but I just think that there's a lot of coincidences in that flash flooding and what happened in China about 2 weeks ago, if not almost a month now, 3 months, right? So there was one that happened just the other day, if I'm not mistaken. There was a flash flooding in China that happened probably 2 days ago. And then there was one about three weeks ago now, excuse me. Let's see. The date was, there was one, July 9th on a Wednesday. They had a flooding incident, flash flooding. That was today our time, but I guess yesterday early in the morning their time. Not sure when, but it was about, it was 14 hours of rainfall. 6,000 people were evacuated. This was in some tropical store called Denas that hit them, and it's in the city of Yibin in the Sichuan province. So that was there. And then we had that was the 9th. About 2 weeks prior to that, June 24th, there was an evacuation of 80,000 people with a large flooding in the province of Guizhou. I probably said that right. Rongjiang County. It affected, in that county, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 cities. So you had that incident happen, and then 2 weeks later you had a Texas incident happen, and then then 2 days later from the Texas incident you had another flooding again in China. It could be weather warfare, or it could be the climate doing its climate thing. So, but it's that's the theory that keeps going around. But I thought you wanted to swim a second. And so here's the thing. Valley, something about summer camp and swimming. I don't know if that was directed towards me or the kids at the summer camp, but probably the kids at the summer camp. But here's the problem. There are people making statements like this. In fact, there were 2 women, one black, one white. The black chick did a whole 12-minute video on how these white conservative girls deserve that. And it was a TikTok video or a live stream, whatever it was, and she went on for, again, 12 minutes, maybe 13, and talked about how they had this coming to them. And then the white lady said, you people voted for Trump, this is what you get. and those are MAGA supporter or MAGA supported children anyway, so they got what was coming to them in a roundabout way. Both women were fired almost immediately. Now, what I don't understand is that people making dumb comments like shit like this and thinking they're going to get away with it. Now, Valley Parks is on here. No one's going to actually, like, go after him because he made a comment. But he's also hiding behind him making a comment. These women put their faces on social media and made a declaration about it. And again, the woman who did the 13-minute video, she was all in, and she goes, I know I'm going to get canceled. Bitch, it's far beyond getting canceled. Your life is going to be destroyed. So now, what I suggest is people like that, you find them and you destroy them. You make their lives harder than it's ever been. Right? I'm not saying that we should, go the other direction that I would normally like to go in, but comments like that, you just go and find them and you make their lives a living hell. That's all. Those two women, again, they got fired and they're absolutely going to be ostracized in their, I guess, neighborhood. So they're going to feel it. They got what's coming to them. You can't listen, you can make any comment you want. I agree with free speech. You can make whatever comment you want, but you have to be willing to take the consequences with that. Right? So if the consequences are you losing your job, you have to sit there and go, okay, I had it coming to me. You can't play victim now, because both of those women are going to play victim, without a doubt. And they're going to be, and when you make a comment like that, that sticks with you for the rest of your life. Right? Like, I make comments all the time. I know what comments I'm going to make, and I know what comments I'm going to be okay with. And for the most part, I just generally don't give a shit. But when it comes to kids, that's a line that a lot of people, shouldn't cross. But if you want to cross it, you got what's coming to you. So if anybody went after Valley Parks for making that comment, it is what it is, man. You got to live with the comments you make in this day and age. But what my point back, I got sidetracked, excuse me. My point is, guys, is that people are making these comments and thinking nothing's going to happen to them. And I'm wondering more than anything in the world, is it a psychological issue that's spreading? Is there a psychological disease spreading around? Because the shit that's being said or being done is not making sense anymore. I mean, like, for example, people make comments like that and people are going after these people and they're destroying their lives, which is rightfully so. But then you got women who are sleeping with students left and right. And the crazy shit is, everybody's getting caught. I mean, with the teachers, maybe some are getting away, but a lot of teachers are getting caught. And yet they still do it. And there's no repercussions, or the women are not thinking, shit, I might get caught if I bang this student. They're just doing it. People are making comments online and like making videos about like kids dying, and then they don't think nothing's going to happen to them. Or she goes, oh, I might get canceled for this. Getting canceled and losing your job are two entirely different things. In fact, I think even TikTok shut her channel down. So if she was making money from TikTok, no more. Right? I think people are... I don't post videos. I have active stalkers. I guess. Valley Parks, you don't have to make videos for someone to find your YouTube tag and deep dive into your shit, because it can be done. I know a guy that works for the NSA, and he says it can be done. And this is unrelated to you, not related to you. I just asked him about a specific situation I had, and he says, yeah. He goes, once we find a person's tag name, he goes, that's it. We can deep dive into their entire history. And I go, okay. And I mean, like, and he says they could deep dive into their history, everything they watch, where they live, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, NSA is serious shit. Serious shit. So when he said that, I was like, all right. So I was just looking for information on someone specific. And I told him, I said, well, if they do it again, would you be able to help? And he sort of said, so that I took that as a yes. My point is, guys, is that there's definitely a problem. Coastal Cajun Prepper, it has to be, There has to be something in the air that's making people do dumb shit. I don't understand it. I mean, like, people, the outside, just the outside world, man. Everybody's losing their shit. For example, this whole black fatigue shit, right? It's at an all new level right now, and I'm sort of enjoying this level of it, but it's at an all new level right now because Carnival Cruise set a whole new set of rules for black folks. Not just for black people, anybody getting on the Carnival Cruise, but it was because of black people and their bullshit. And the amount of fighting that goes on the boats, the amount of free liquor or the scams they were running. Like, I would get an all what you call it pass, and I would make sure I put the band on my wrist loose so I can pass it off to people, and people getting free drinks left and right. No, I did not paint the wall. I moved something out of the way. There was something here. I moved it. I'm cleaning the apartment out today. I'm moving more shit out of the apartment into the storage unit, and then I'll the whole turning this apartment into a photo studio is happening this week. So anyway, so yeah, guys, the mental illness is something's going on, and the shit that's happening with the Carnival Cruise. The black community, not all of the black community, but a large portion of it, is like, that's not fair. How come? I said, because you guys act like assholes. I said, I don't remember seeing videos upon videos of white folks, Indians, Native Americans, the Chineses, the Japaneses. I don't remember seeing any of these group of people acting like savages on boats. You know, now some people are going to argue, well, it's our time to shine on the boat because we were treated like shit. I could see that excuse being made because accountability, guys. Accountability doesn't exist amongst a large portion of the black community. I do not want to say all. I definitely want to say a large portion of it. And, like the whole no fighting shit, they were destroying boats. Taking seats, throwing them across casinos, ransacking the what you call it there, the buffet, taking food back to their rooms. I mean, like plates of food back to their room. Stocking up on drinks and cups, like doing savage shit, fucking the rooms up. And I was wondering what took Carnival Cruise so long to do this shit. But nonetheless, people feel like that they have ownership to it. I don't know, man. I just there's a lot of mental instability going on. Google, this is not I'm going to paint this eventually, but this is not what I'm turning into a studio. The studio is out front, where I used to film. That I'm turning all that into a studio. So the walls I'm cleaning everything out. I'm hoping by next week to have the living room painted. This I'm probably going to leave it alone. I don't know, why am I painting it? It's not going to lose subscribers. I'm not going to gain subscribers. Valley, they were trying to toss people overboard. There was like one fight where they were trying to toss a guy overboard, and even the people who were fighting against each other stopped that shit from happening. It was a wild video. I was like, even people were like, no, don't throw him overboard. Like it was incredible. Entitlement, Kit Kat. Man, there's got to be more. There's something wrong with the human race. There's something not making sense. People are making poor judgment. And judgments in the fact of, like, you can get caught behind this shit. That's what I understand. It's not like they're hiding themselves from doing these atrocities. They're putting it on Front Street. So I don't know, man. It's something that's definitely missing. Again, making a whole video about kids being killed in a flood and thinking that's okay. There's a problem. And there's too much of it going on. I don't understand it. Rhonda, I could definitely say it's the jab, but I'm also thinking maybe it's also Mr. 19 itself. Because it was genetically modified, the Mr. 19 itself, that has to be playing a role too. Because there are people who are being irrational who didn't get the arm ticket. At least they say they weren't. Kit Kat, spiritual warfare, I definitely think so. Because it seems like those who are not in favor of God are being savages. And listen, there's one thing, guys. You got your own thing. You got your own preferences. and you're hiding it behind closed doors, a lot of your sexual preferences are meant to be hidden behind closed doors, right? You're supposed to, like, rub peanut butter and jelly on your partner behind closed doors. You're not supposed to do a video of this shit and then have the wife lick it off your body. That's savagery. I don't know why you would do that. I think the spawning of OnlyFans and shit like that is definitely playing a role into it. And what's that, Pornhub? Because people are putting their sexual appetite, if you will, on the internet for people to see. And I get it that you're trying to make money, but that's wild, man. Ozark, cloud seeding is definitely a contender, but because I know they were doing cloud seeding in China about a month ago, and then this shit started with them, and they had a big typhoon or something happen, right? So I mean, there is that, but something's definitely up. And the Trump administration. If you people are still happy with the Trump administration, I don't know what's wrong. But they just stated the other day that there is no Epstein list. How is there no Epstein list? How does Trump saying, I'm going to release the Epstein list, and I could have sworn he said he saw it. He goes from that to now stating there's no Epstein list. This administration, guys, is the worst administration, not the worst, but it's getting to be the worst administration, excuse me. Because he sat there and lied about Iran and the nuclear weapons they had. They had no nuclear weapons. The Bush administration did the same shit with Iraq, and they found out to be none. We're going to find out in 10 years that Iran, in fact, wasn't even building nuclear weapons. He lied about that. His fucking, Secretary of Defense said that there was no weapons, and now all of a sudden he goes, she's wrong. There is. Just like that. And a day or 2 days later, she turns out and she goes, oh yes, they might have been building them. Might have been building them. And now the Trump administration goes, I'm going to release the Epstein list. At the beginning of his campaign, he was like, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to make sure that the world knows. And now it doesn't exist. And people are making excuses for Trump. And a lot of people are like, I'm not pleased with Trump. I'm like, you shouldn't be pleased with Trump. Fuck that dude. Fuck him, man. I mean, like, seriously, now he's lying. And Elon Musk said that he was on the list. Elon Musk goes, yeah, you're on the list. And now all of a sudden the list doesn't exist and Epstein didn't kill himself. You kidding me? Right, Cherokee, he said, we weren't sending weapons, now we're sending weapons over. Like, everything Trump said, he's doing the exact opposite now. I mean, like, the Biden administration, guys, you saw it coming from him. You saw the tomfoolery coming from him. You saw the fuckery. It's like, all right, it's the Biden administration. They're expected to lie. But the Trump administration is doing the exact opposite of what they said they were going to do. And people are still making excuses for Trump. I mean, I have a hardcore Trump fanatic in my firehouse. I mean, the kid is a hardcore, like, dying-a-wool Trump fanatic. And even he's like, yeah, this is not looking good. The fact that, guys, Trump could say, yes, Iran is building nuclear weapons, and people believe him. His intelligence community said they were not building them, and Trump goes, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. The intelligence community doesn't know what they're talking about? And you do? Fuck that dude, man. I'm like, as soon as he said that, I was like, fuck this guy. He's a fucking piece of shit. Fuck him. Because you're turning into the Biden administration. You're turning into a lying sack of shit organization. When one of your agencies says, yeah, this is not so, and you turn around and go, no, they're lying, just to side with Israel, there's a fucking problem. People that are standing with Israel, people that are still standing with the current political climate of the world, there's something wrong with you. Because all of these people are lying to us, and we're sitting here going, yeah, okay, yeah, you know what? Trump said that there's no Epstein list, so there must not be a list. Right? I mean, like, Trump said that Epstein didn't kill himself. Don Bongino also said it, that Dan Bongino, said that he didn't kill himself, then he must not have killed himself. What the fuck is going on here? Redacted so much it disappeared. Yeah, all of it is redacted so much it disappeared. Imagine they shredded it, they burned it, then they shredded it again, and now they're like, oh, it doesn't exist, and that's it. And then people are gonna leave it alone. Not one politician's going, wait a fucking second here, wait a minute. I haven't heard one of them fucking speak up against this shit. It's this administration is just looking really fucking bad, and it's looking worse by the day. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here, man? We're in trouble. We're in trouble because the next administration we're going to get is going to do worse, man. Doesn't matter who it is, they're going to do worse. You know, and we're sitting here eating it all up, believing it like fucking monkeys, like retarded monkeys. Possible blackmail issues. I don't know. Jalen, whatever. I don't know. Listen, blackmail or not, man, don't open your mouth about it then. If you had no intentions of releasing that list, you shouldn't have said anything. He ran his campaign on that. I'll call prep. A lot of people are saying they're done with Trump's bullshit. You gotta be. Listen, he is part of the problem now. He is part of that fold of enemies. He's becoming our enemy. Yes, so he closed the border. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You're supposed to do that. You know? People are like, he got our border closed. He's supposed to fucking close our borders. And people are like, well, you know, he's making us more money in the stock market. That means nothing, guys, if you can't save kids. The whole Epstein issue, the whole Epstein situation is that Epstein's file, if you will, could find tens of thousands of missing kids, dead or alive. And now Trump is closing that because he was on the list. And after Elon Musk called him out, now all of a sudden it doesn't exist. And people and anyone who's still siding with Trump at this part, you're a part of the fucking problem. You're a part of the problem. Because this man was called out, now all of a sudden he's like, shit, I gotta do something. Dan Bongino, I need you to look at these videos and say this. Iran, they had nuclear weapons. That's what you're gonna tell them. Oh, and the Epstein list doesn't exist. Pam Bondi or whoever it is, make sure that you get it out there that it doesn't exist. And here we are. And here the fuck we are. And now everybody is going to leave well enough alone. No one's going to continue to drill Trump about it. They're going to let it go. No one's going to say a fucking word. And this is going to be a cyclical thing, guys. We're stuck in this forever now. Because the next administration that comes in, whatever they want to hide, they can hide. Governments have been hiding shit for us since George Washington. He is not excluded from hiding shit from the public. Started with him. Shit, you can go further back than that. It started with the kings and queens. If you want to go further back than that, you can go back to the Egyptian and the Roman days. They were hiding shit from the public. They will continue to hide shit from us, guys. Trump is now the United States. He's no longer for the people. Anything that had anything to do with saving kids and blowing up the sex trafficking trade, he definitely closed that fucking book. He sealed it shut with crazy glue. He put it in a lockbox, and that lockbox is in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean, in the deepest crevice it could. Scam Blondie. Yeah, Scam Blondie is it. They're all part of the fucking problem. So yeah, man, we're forever going to be fucking lied to, and that's just it. And there's nothing we can do. I mean, there's a lot we can do about it, but who's ready to do something about it? Who's ready to set it off? We're not stuck, we're screwed. Yeah, either way. Bongino is a lapdog, Valley Parks. He is a lapdog, that's for fucking sure. He was the one on his channel stating that, oh, there's no way he killed himself. And he had videos where he pointed out that this couldn't have been, someone offing themselves and the reasons why. And then he goes, I sat there and I watched the videos, and you know what? He didn't do it. He hung himself. He did damage to himself. No one entered his cell at any point in time in the video. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking lapdog, you piece of shit. That's and again, the only way this is going to change if we set it off. And we're not going to do that, because if I was to have, let's meet in D.C. right now, or let's formulate some plan to take it over. 5 people are going to get together, maybe 20. And then 20 of us are with our dicks in our hands trying to fucking change something that no one else wants to change because we are all comfortable in our way of life. I want to disrupt shit. Not interested. The excuse is still better than Biden and Hunter is out the window. Once you start hiding evidence that can free and or find children, the better than Biden and Hunter is a bullshit excuse at this point. It really is. People are like, he's better. No, he's not. He is just the same as them. Once you started making lists disappeared, once you started lying about Iraq and Iran, or rather Iran, once you start lying about what happened to Epstein, you are part of the fucking problem. You are no longer better than Hunter or Kamala Harris. I mean, anybody's better than Kamala Harris, I'm sorry. But still, you are a part of the fucking problem. There is no escaping it. There is no better than this, better than that. You are by far the enemy of this goddamn country. Period. And people like, you sound like you have Trump derangement syndrome. Then prove me fucking wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me that the last 3 things he did was in better interest of either Israel or his pockets or getting people off that list, including himself. That shit had nothing to do with the American people. It was all about him. Yeah, listen, Prepper, I voted for him because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't want fucking the Biden administration in charge. But look what we're stuck with. We're stuck with 2 fucking lying bags of shits. They're both one and the same. It was either get the Biden or the Trump. You know, and Biden, you know, yeah, he wasn't going to close the border. All right, so Trump did one good thing. The overtime on no taxes on overtime, let's see if that's actually going to pan out. But that's still not anything to hang your hat on. Hanging your hat on something, guys, is to make a major move in society or to make a major change. And a major change would have been finding missing kids in the sex trafficking world. And the Epstein case and files was a segue into that. Once you close that off, you said, fuck those kids, fuck those parents. I don't want to deal with this anymore. You became part of that problem. But everybody who's up Trump's ass and still licking Trump's dick on the side, they're going to side with him all the way to his grave. They're going to be like, he was a better president. No, the fuck he isn't. He is an enemy of this fucking country, and he's an enemy of the fucking people who have kids missing in the sex trafficking world. He sat there and he's a lapdog for Israel. Sat there and started a potential bullshit war or battle because of some shit that did not exist. And lied to the American people about it. Anyway, fuck those dudes, fuck all of these politicians. They are all about themselves. They are not for us. They've never been for us. I've said this before, I will say it again. I even said that we were going to see a different Trump, and we're seeing a way different dude now. We're seeing somebody that's more aligned in his interests than ours. He's going to throw us a bone to make himself look good, but I tell you this much, if you're doing what you're doing for Israel and Epstein, you're not a man of the people. You're a man of the elites. Whatever the fuck they say and do, you're going to do from here on out. Because they got them in the back pocket. Other than that, guys, I'm going to go off the air now. I had enough. I also got to finish a workout, get something to eat, and start moving my fucking apartment around. So, yeah. And, yes, they're all pieces of shits. Every last one of them. Every politician that walks this planet can suck my dick sideways. And from the back. Other than that, see you guys later.